Oh, I forbid you maidens all that wear gold on your hair to come or gay by cart to ha, for young Tam Lin is there. There's none that gay by cart to ha, but maun leave him a pledge, either their rings or their green mantles, or else their maiden head. Janet has kilted her green kirtle, a little upon her knee, and she has snooted her yellow hair, a little upon her bree, and she's take cart to ha, as fast as she can hie. And when she's come take cart to ha, Tam Lin was at the well, and there she's found his steed standing, but he was awa himself. She had nae pulled a double rose, a rose among the briar, when up then started young Tam Lin, saying, Lady, thou pull nae mair. Why pull'st thou the rose, Janet, and why break'st thou the wand, and why hast thou come take cart to ha, without in my command? Oh, cart to ha, 'tis my own, my father gave it me, and I'll come and gang by cart to ha, and I'll ask nae leave of thee. He's taken her by the milk-white hand, and by the grass-green sleeve, and he's laid her down upon a bank, and he's asked of her nae leave. And Janet has kilted her green kirtle, a little upon her knee, and she's walked her father's ha, as fast as she can hie. There were 24 ladies fair, a-playing at the ball, and oh, then come the fair Janet, once the flower among them all. And 24 ladies fair were playing at the chess, and oh, down come the fair Janet, she's as green as any grass. All up and spoke her old father, in a voice sae meek and mild, saying, Och, and alas, fair Janet, for thee, I fear you have grown too wild, for your petticoat is aye shorter, and I fear ye gay with child. If that I gay with child, father, myself maun bear the blame, for there's ne'er a laird about your ha shall hae the bairnie's name. If my love were an earthly knight, as he's an elfin grey, I would nae trade my own true love for any lairdie hey. Up and spoke a serving girl, and a clever little girl was she, saying, I know a herb grows in the woods, as will twine thy babe from thee. So Janet has kilted her green kirtle, a little upon her knee, and she's take cart to ha, as fast as she can hie. She had nae pulled a double rose, a rose among the briar, when up then started young Tam Lin, saying, Love, thou pull nae mair. How can thou pull the rose, Janet, among the herbs sae green, and offer to still the bonny babe that we got us between? Oh, tell me, Tam Lin, she said, if an earthly man ye be, if e'er ye were in holy kirk, or Christendom did see. Roxburgh was my grandfather, with him I did ride, and it fell out on a day that woe did me betide. And it fell out on a day, a cold day and a snell, that we were frae the hunting come, and frae my horse I fell, and the Queen of Elfinland brought me in yon green hill tae dwell. And eerie is the elfin land, and an eerie tale to tell. For at the end of 7 years, they pay a tinte hell. But tonight is Hallows Eve, lady, tomorrow Hallow Day. Then win me, an ye will, for well I want ye may. Just at the murk of the midnight hour, the elven folk will ride, and they that would their true love win, to Miles Cross mun bide. And tell me, Tam Lin, she said, when you're among the throng, how shall I ken my own true love among that whole Cavan? Some will ride the black, and some will ride the brune, but I'll ride on the milk-white steed, shod with the silver shoon. I'll ride on the milk-white steed, and I nearest the tune. My right hand will be gloved, lady, my left hand will be bare, and these be the tokens I'll give thee, nae doubt I will be there. The first company that passes by, say nah and let them gae, and the second company that passes by, let them gang their way. But the third company that passes by, I'll be one of they. Then hie ye tae the milk-white steed, and pull his rider down, and cast your mantle o'er me, to keep me frae the rain. They'll change me in your arms, lady, into an asp, an adder, but hold me fast, and fear me not, for I am your bairnie's father. And then they'll change me in your arms into a lion wild, but hold me fast, and fear me not, as ye do love your child. And then they'll change me in your arms into a bear sae grim, but hold me fast, and fear me not, for I'll do to you nae harm. At last they'll change me in your arms into a naked knight, and cast your mantle o'er me, and cover me out of sight. Then put me in a stand of milk, and soon in a stand of water, and hold me fast unto your breast, for I am your bairnie's father. So Janet has kilted her green kirtle, a little about her knee, and she has snooded her yellow hair, a little about her brie, and she's walked 10 miles cross, as fast as she can hie. And gloomy, gloomy was the night, and eerie was the way, when fair Janet in her green mantle to Miles Cross did gae. And just at the murk of the midnight hour, she's heard the bridles ring, and this lady was as glad at that as at any earthly thing. The first company that passed her by, she said nah and let them gae, and the second company that passed her by, she let them gang their way. But the third company that passed her by, he was one of they. So she's hied her tae the milk-white steed, and she pulled his rider down, and she cast her mantle o'er him, to keep him frae the rain. The thunder rolled across the sky, the stars blazed bright as day. The Queen of Elfinland cried out, "Young Tam Lin's away, young Tam Lin's away." And first they've changed him in her arms into an asp, an adder, but she's held him fast and feared him not, for he was her bairnie's father. And then they've changed him in her arms into a lion wild, but she's held him fast and feared him not, for she does love her child. Again they've changed him in her arms into a bear sae grim, but she's held him fast and feared him not, and he's done to her nae harm. But then they changed him in her arms into a burning gleed, but she's held it fast and feared it not, and she's given it nae heed. At last they've changed him in her arms into a naked man, and she's thrown her mantle o'er him, crying, "Oh my love, we've won." She's put him in a stand of milk and soon in a stand of water, and she's held him fast unto her breast, for he was her bairnie's father. Up spoke the Queen of Elfinland out of a bush of broom, saying, "She that has gotten young Tam Lin has gotten her a stately groom." And up spoke the Queen of Elfinland out of a thorny tree, saying, "She that has gotten young Tam Lin has taken my love from me." "But had I kenned Tam Lin," she said, "a lady would borrow thee. I'd have ta'en out thy twa grain and put in twine a tree. And had I kenned Tam Lin," she said, "when first we came tae home, I'd have ta'en out thy heart of flesh and put in a heart of stone."